Hey, Lucky Dogs. This is Lucky. I'm on vacation, so I'm getting a chance to spend just a little bit more time in my camper this week. Normally, I just come down on the weekends whenever I get a chance, and I mean whenever I get a chance. But you know what I found out that's really annoying, and probably a lot of you have the same problem. Really not a lot of counter space. And okay, why didn't I buy one with a lot of counter space? I couldn't afford it. However, yeah, I know you got some that has a little board that flips out over this way, but then it would be a real pain in the butt. If I had to do that all the time, besides mine, you can't see it, but I have a drawer right up underneath here, so I can't put one of those foldable down ones to extend it out. And still ain't figured out what I'm gonna do with a dish rack so far as that goes. And I already did a mod where I took the manufacturer's microwave out, because I operate off of a 2,000 watt generator anyhow. But I found this really cool vintage microwave. The key is it's only 700 watts. So I took the original one out that comes from the manufacturer, and I found this one at Home Depot. I like it. Goes with my color coordinations. I'm into the blue, and still gives me enough room to put my bread above. But anyways, this one here is about, and I put this on for scale. The faucet sits to the majority of this side, and it's a real pain in the butt to keep removing this, putting it over here every time I go to cook. It's a pain in the butt. So I decided, you know, it's got a little lip right here that this sits on. So I decided what would happen if I take this, cut it in half like the more expensive models have. It's two sections. Faucet's more centered on this side. So how about we extend this countertop to about here? And in that way, as I'm cooking, I can still use the faucet from this position here, which is better because I already went and marked it. Didn't want you to have to get bored with seeing that, but I'm not sure what material that is, but it feels pretty sturdy. You know, it's only about 1/8 of an inch, but I got a lip here all the way around, so there's 3 supports that should stop it from bowing in the middle. I mean, I'm not like I'm gonna sit on it, just need some cooking stuff to go on it. Like last night I made some goulash, and it would have been great if I had the spaghetti sauce here and I was able to have the pot. I left the pot in here because I was thinking about making this video today. I would be able to still wash the pot once I was done having a half of the countertop here. So I already marked it, like I said. It's kind of straight. What it did was, I took some tape. Anybody could do it. I just stretched it out. Well, not like that, but I just stretched it out. Some regular old, use any kind of tape. This was some old tape that I found on the job. Some empty apartment that I was in, somebody left. We don't buy this cheap stuff. Hell, we don't even buy tape to do any damn thing. But nevertheless, I know how important tape is. It's not painter's tape, but you could use painter's tape. It'll probably even be a little bit more pliable than using this masking tape, I think what it is. Yeah, something I remember from school. But stretch it out across, so to speak, or use a tape measure to get your lines centered. But definitely leave that little split in the middle, like the more expensive ones have, kind of right up here, so that way you can take this half out and then this half out, and you won't have to expose the whole sink. So, put my dishes in here, gooseneck faucet, hot, cold. I can still do dishes, still have some counter space. So I decided, well, let's just cut it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can't do it without hurting myself, like I almost did a couple videos ago when I was telling you what not to do when making a campfire. Don't use gasoline, promise you that. But I'm gonna try to remake that one. I got my hunting knife with me, and one of those strikers. Not sure what you call it right now, but yeah. So let's see what happens. See if I can attempt this without cutting my fingers off. I'm sure I can. Will do my best. But nevertheless, I'm just going to use a basic. Oh, and of course you're going to need a Sharpie also to make that line. Okay? But use the old circular saw. Battery operated. DeWalt, any kind of work. But you're going to have to do some cleaning up after this. But that's okay too. So just whack this line in half. Put it back in there. And I got a feeling it's still going to be sturdy. So see what's happening when we make that mod. Here goes something. So far, so good. And by the way, I expect for you to try this at home. That's why it's a DIY. Good thing about these little saws, if you look in that way, you can also follow the line. Okay? You can follow it this way, or you can see the line inside right here. Alright, let's continue to get after it. Woosah, baby. If you're not comfortable with power tools, then don't do it yourself. Nevertheless, okay, I'll fine tune the edges later. Actually, I might as well do it right now. Hold tight. This really didn't make that much of a mess on the floor. However, yeah, scrape down the edges. Use probably sandpaper if you carry sandpaper in your rig. But what good is a knife? It ain't multi-purpose. So let it do everything you need it to do. Scrape those edges down. Make them nice and smooth. Get the burrs off. And by the way, I marked the bottom side so that if I left a little bit of the line, you wouldn't see it when it was permanently in place, or at least when you're traveling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, not bad. Scraping the edges. So you don't get no burrs in your food. There are. A lot of the sinks, for some reason, they got this little curvature in it. That's why that looks like that. And this side sits there. Ooh. Hot diggity damn, Sam. Spaghetti sauce. Boom. And now, I can wash my damn dishes. I don't know why they didn't make them in the less expensive. Well, yeah, I kind of do. Since this is a less expensive model, then it only seems that they wouldn't have put a double opening to the countertop lid. Excuse me, to the sink lid. And upside that, boom, the slider is on the side. Same damn thing. Now, I just upgraded my kitchen sink from a such and such thousand to a such and such thousand. Take one side off because I cut it right here in the hole. So I can get my finger in there and lift it nice and easily. Okay. This side here sits right in like so. Boom. So I could do either or, but I like to come off the stove, drain things on this side. So more than likely I'll pull this one off and I'll place this up underneath. You know, I just had a thought. I can place this right up top here, baby. Right here where I keep